Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from Joe Plays Games, and welcome back to Rome Total War, where in the last part we took our first settlement over here in Cadonia, had some run-ins with some pirates, and overall had a mixed bag of a time. But luckily this navy was not attacked by any pirates, so let's get him. Ooh, this is going to be risky because I don't want to get attacked by any pirates over here, but as long as I think we stay close to the coastal roads, we'll be okay. And I don't see any pirates in the general vicinity, so we're good. Excellent. So now we got this guy over here in Cadonia. Can't train anything but peasants until next turn. We got barracks going, so we'll at least be able to get some retraining going on with those damaged spearmen. This guy can head over towards Capua, so we can go talk to the Scipii now. We'll give them trade rights and map information for map information. That's all that I want from them. Just to fill out. Oh, they couldn't accept it. So let's see with at least just giving them trade rights. They don't want trade rates. Okay then. Huh, you're gonna be a tough egg to crack. Because I'm not leaving until I get trade rights from you. Gonna have to wait till next turn. Alright, let's get this guy. Oh, nope, we already got him moving along. This guy, a couple turns away from there. Let's see. This is... Yeah, I think this region over here is an area that we can start pushing towards. I want to figure out who would be a good general to send down that way. I don't think I have many at the moment because I want to take Bostra just to get another settlement on my under my belt. So. And Palmyra too eventually, but it looks like the Seleucids are this is a rebel army. So, but the Seleucids are eventually going to try and make a push for Palmyra, so maybe that's what I should do with this army up here. Let's not take everyone. Let's go with these guys and head up towards Palmyra.
No more moves, sire.
And let's lower the taxes here to normal. We'll recruit some Nile spearmen. See, can we build anything good? Let's give Thebes a Temple of Set after that. Salamis is all done with building, so let's lower the taxes all the way to give them the best growth rate possible. They're actually at 6%, so next turn their population will increase by 6%. That's the way it works. Let's not touch them again until we're ready to upgrade. Sidon is now starting the upgrade for the town, so that'll be done in 3 turns. Jerusalem is building some paved roads. Let's give them a wooden wall. And Cadonia is still working on some upgrades. Let's just queue up the rest of these upgrades so I don't have to worry about it. I got money to spend. Let's give Alexandria a wooden wall. Let's just work on upgrading what we can. Well, we can. And once this money's been spent, we don't have to really worry about it. So, let's ooh, an execution square. Alright, so that will just increase public order. That's new to me. Some the factions that I've played as don't have execution squares, so that's interesting. Let's give Thebes a wooden wall. Okay, we got another 900, so let's give Sidon some sewers. And we are good to go as far as I can tell. This guy, let's just go down here to check to see. Yeah, this is all with Bostra. So what I'll do is next couple turns I'll get him moving over towards Bostra to see what we got in there. This guy will go over to Palmyra to see what they got in here. Awesome, so they just got a couple of units of archers, some horse archers, eastern infantry, and Bedouin warriors. So it's guys with scimitars on camels.
Your obedient
Where are
servant.
you? Oh, you're the guy over here in Capua. They don't want to
I
talk
will
to me.
speak with them at once.
Trade rights, and I'll give you map information. You don't have to give me anything else. What? Come on.
I will speak with them at once.
Give me map information for trade rights? What in the world? Let's
I will speak with
try
them
talking
at
to
once.
this guy then. What if I offer you an alliance trade rights and map information? Just for map information, that's it. What? Alright. Whatever. Screw you guys
Yes,
then.
my liege. At once. Out
Let's
of
talk to the
moves, sir.
to the
Moves depleted,
Rome
sir.
then, because Rome is technically a different faction. All right, we're good to move then. Another awful general. I don't. Nope. I'm waiting. All right, we made a little bit of a loss, but that was because we lowered taxes over there in Salamis. Thebes is ready to upgrade, so let's take this away. Let's give them the governor's palace and then the wooden wall. That's just letting me know the barracks are done in Guidonia. Sidon's got those Nile spearmen. Britannia and Gaul are at war with each other, and Greece and Carthage have declared a ceasefire. Right, let's get this guy over here in Halicarnassus.
All ashore.
That was a little bit of an odd route, but if you can see that this red spot is the control zone for this Greek navy, so we had to go the long way. Doesn't matter though, we're able to
Engage the enemy.
go in.
Settlement,
So
sir.
this settlement has a wall. It's actually got a palisade, a Greek-style palisade apparently. If we keep it under siege for 4 turns, they'll run out of food, and we'll either have to sally forth and attack, or surrender and we take the settlement. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some rams. Let's just build 2 for now. We don't need any more than that. Those will be done next turn. So we'll maintain the siege. Let's actually see who else we can recruit. So yeah, we'll be able to pick up some more Cretan archers and another unit of militia hoplites, or mercenary hoplites, my bad. So cool. What else we got going over here in Guidonia? Yeah, so now we can actually retrain that unit of Nubian spearmen, as well as, since this is a retraining, it technically doesn't count towards the queue, because you can only really train 1 unit per turn per settlement. But when you're retraining, the way that it worked in Rome was that you could actually fill up the entire queue and retrain the troops that way. So it was a nice, quick way of upgrading or maintaining your armies. They changed that for Medieval 2, which was the next game after this one, and they made it where you could train anywhere between 1 and 3 units per turn, but that would also factor in with retraining as well. See what else we got going on here. Thebes is fine. I want to get rid of this rebel army eventually. They're going to be pretty easy to take care of because it's mostly skirmishing troops. These are the Egyptian chariots, the heavy ones. And then the rest is just bowmen, skirmishers, and a unit of peasants. So if I had a solid cavalry unit, I'd be able to take them down rather quickly. But I don't. Salamis we're not touching for another couple more turns. Let's see. What else can we get going on here? Ooh, Jerusalem actually needs a tax cut for now. Let's give you... and Sidon. What should I give you? I can give you another unit of Nile spearmen. Cadonia. taking care of you. So we actually, I'm happy with that amount of money right here. So Halicarnassus is under siege. Let's go ahead and also put Palmyra under siege.
Engage the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir.
And actually, because this army doesn't have a, yeah, you got a palisade, an Eastern style palisade. So this army doesn't have a general unit. So what that means is we won't be able to build watchtowers or forts or anything like that, because as you can see, this little notification here, this is only generals can commission forts and watchtowers, and also only family members, which are generals, can recruit mercenaries. So what that also means is one of these units, probably going to be one of the spearmen, is going to be considered the quote-unquote captain of the army, and if it actually, what can happen is if a random chance, depending on how many generals you have, they could actually get promoted into the family and become another general and get adopted. You are actually heading towards this settlement right here, and I think this guy over here is heading up towards,
Moves depleted, sir.
I forget what this settlement is called up here. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one. I think Arsacia is over here. Alright, let's make sure we just moved everybody. You're moving up towards Bostra. You're inside Palmyra. Now that it's under siege, we can't take him out. Let's talk to the Romans right here. Let's offer them trade rights and map information for map information. Let's see if they're a little bit easier to work with than the Scipii. Ooh, they're willing to give us trade rights as long as we give them 220 denarii. That sounds like a good investment right here, so let's accept that. Cool. And let's see if actually, now that we have trade rights with Rome, that the Scipii won't. Alright, let's talk to Gaius Scipius then. This Gaius. Let's see. They don't even want to bother. Alright. There must be something going on with that. Maybe because we don't have any ports near them or something like that, or no land route connecting. No bother. I think once we get Cadonia with a port, that'll give the Scipii a chance to trade with us. So that also might be why. If that's the case, then we should be able to at least get map information for map information. Let's see. Are we good to go? What about armies? Anyone that's out in the field? Nope, I think we're good. Alright, let's end the turn here. And these pirates are going to be the literal death of me.
Disengage! No more.
They're just going to chase us all the way. Alright, so now we got 2 settlements under siege right now. I'm actually going to hold on Palmyra, but I'm actually going to go ahead and take Halicarnassus. But first, let's talk to the people at Demutha.
I will speak with them at once.
Give them trade rights and map information for map information. And they were happy to accept that. Good deal. Let's move this guy into Bostra. So they just have archers, Bedouin archers, and Arab cavalry. We'll be able to take that easy. Let's see.
Orders? Orders?
Let's actually hold off on that. So let's go ahead and
Mighty General.
go into, yeah. Ooh, Rhodian slingers. Let's take you before we head on in. Let's head into Halicarnassus then. And you'll get to see how it works with siege equipment as well. So let's see what they got. They got a unit of militia, 2 units of militia hoplites, a unit of peltasts, which is like skirmishers, couple units of regular hoplites, which are actually pretty good. They got an attack of 8 with charge bonus of 3, but a defense of 17, so they're very sturdy in comparison to regular militia hoplites. They only have 8 defense. So these guys are going to be a bit of a challenge to take out. And then they have a unit of Rhodians and a unit of Cretan archers. So this is going to be a solid little match for us. Definitely not going to be something that we should take lightly. Alright, and let's just skip this speech. We're not going to listen to that. Alright, so I actually don't want my my archers on the rams. Let's move them back. I want to put my Nubian spearmen on those rams, because I'll at least be able to retrain them. Let's push up the rams. I want to actually get this ram right over here, and this one heading towards the gate. Let's get my militia hoplites, or my mercenary hoplites, my bad. Let's check out. So they're almost as good as regular hoplites. I think they had an attack of 8 and a total defense of 18. So they're not quite as good, but they are good enough for what we're doing. So let's get them lined up just behind the rams, and we'll get actually our Rhodians, 2 units of Rhodian slingers actually just up here, and then we'll get the militia hoplites, mercenary hoplites. I'm so sorry. Get the hoplites behind, followed by our line of skirmishers, our archers behind that, and our general can go right here. Let's actually make him nice and long. I think that might be everyone. Let's just check. Yep. Cool. Let's group you together, with the exception of you two. And let's go ahead and start the invasion. Let's get these guys moving up this way, and we'll speed things up. We just got to be careful. Yep, they got the Cretan archers and the Peltas lined up over here, so these Cretans, once we're in range of them, they're going to start raining down arrows on us. So, yep, we're already in range, and they're going to shoot fire arrows actually at our rams to try and light them up on fire. But that's why we brought 2. And from the way it looks, we actually got lucky. Now they won't be able to hit us, our ram. Our slingers are actually tossing over the walls, as well as our Cretan archers.
Now comes the test of their courage.
So now it looks like the Rhodians are taking the brunt of the damage from the archer fire, which is okay. I'm not upset about that. Look, those militia hoplites are melting as compared to the regular hoplites. They're standing, and as you can see, the militia hoplites, they started with 160 men. They only have 26 now. Now see, what I would have done was, if this was a defense, I would have set up my my hoplites over here in like a little bit of a V formation to stop any kind of charges coming in through here, and then set up my militia hoplites here if I could.
The gods smile upon you. The enemy walls are breached.
Alright, so now we'll actually be able to just get pushing in. I just want to see what we can do so far. Let's get these Nubians up against the right inside that breach we got going on there. Get these guys right up against the breach of the gate. They got a unit of Rhodians over here. Why didn't you move? Go into the breach.
On our way.
Move up. I mean, we literally could just like stand back and wait till we're done firing. Those hoplites, they turn the wrong way. So it depends. Their shields will actually, as you can see, they're not falling as much as they were before. But if they're turned this way, see how much they're dropping now? Those shields, the position of the shield actually does make a difference, which is a nice little touch. I like that. So now this unit of hoplites is dropping pretty quickly. They only got 4 men left. We didn't actually even need to move in. But these slingers right here, they're probably getting shot by those Cretan archers. Now what I want to do is I want to actually get moving up over here with this unit and start pushing in a little bit more aggressively. And what I'll do with these regular hoplites is push them up and kind of like bottle them up over
now
here.
The way to your victory is clear.
And now we have the gateway captured. These Peltas have moved up.
On our way.
But as you can see, these guys have actually started to break. So we'll move up a little bit more. We can actually push up really aggressively. Let's try and take this street here if we can. I don't think we will, but we can at least try. Get these hoplites backed up behind them. And let's check these guys over here. Ah, looks like those Peltas have actually ran away. Excellent. So that way we can actually push over here. It's just a matter of getting it lined up the right way. So we'll move those guys up and actually get our Cretans and bowmen over here if we can, and get our Peltas behind it as well. Actually, what I want to do is get the Peltas up, right up behind the hoplites so they can toss over their heads. And bowmen and Cretans. Oh, okay, now they're moving. Everybody can run if you can, if you could be so kind. Skirmish mode is off for you, but skirmish mode is on for you, so let's turn that off. Cool, we were able to take the street. We're bottling them up some more. This unit of 3 hoplites is gonna break very quickly. I don't even foresee them making it all the way towards our phalanxes before they break. Alright, so we got our phalanxes down, and check it out, they've already broken. So these Rhodian slingers are going to be a pain in my ass, though. Where are their Cretans? The Cretans only have 9 left in the unit. They're actually not going to be that big of a deal anymore. So Peltas are actually going to route all the way to the plaza, where we are going to... Why'd you stop? What I didn't tell you to stop moving. Move up here, please. So we'll be able to bottle up over here on this street as well, and we'll be able to stop any kind of advances from the enemy army. It looks like they're catching on to what I'm trying to do with this unit over here, so we can always try and take this position right here, and what we'll do is we'll actually run, or no, since they're gonna stop right there. So
On our way.
we'll
Hurry.
start running. Where are you? Oh, you're in this little alley right here. So looks like my bowmen and my cretins and everybody is in position. So the bowmen are going to start firing. You get your phalanxes down as fast as possible. Stop what you're doing. Get your spears down. Come on. They're gonna poke you to death. Oh, we're taking a lot of casualties now. They caught us on our back foot here. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to break. Looks like our spears are down now. Our losses are starting to stabilize over here. And since they're trying to push in, we got the defensive wall going up. They're not going to last very long. And we're just going to continue to fire in over here. See where the Cretans are firing. I'm going to arrow cam right here. So we're going to see exactly where they're shooting. Come on, fire. Alright, it's not showing where they're firing, but I think what they're doing is they're firing at the hoplites on the or now that I think about it, they're probably firing over here. So we took some damage, but we ended up winning that engagement right there. Let's move up. The enemy general fell, and it looks like the archers are firing in at all the troops on the plaza. And they're gonna break. They're gonna see all these spears coming towards them, and they're gonna, or not, stop what you're doing and just go in. And they're gone already. Alright, so let's get this. Ooh, they're getting pulled off towards. Keep moving. No, stop moving. I want you to get pulled in this way, please, please, so that way so that I can wrap around and just close you in. Come on, that's it. Keep moving. I have no interest in taking the plaza from you. Keep moving. That's it. That's it. That's it. Once they turn the corner. Come on. No, no, no. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Alright, let's double the speed right here. There we go. It looks like they're getting pulled off now. Cool. So what we can do is we can start actually moving in over here and plug up the street. I got you now. Come on, come on, come on. No, don't go on the plaza. What are you doing?
As enemies,
They've
these
broken.
men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
We could technically end it here, but what I want to do is I want to clear out all of these guys if we can. And when a unit is broken, it actually will you can kill the enemies a lot faster. But now that they're no longer broken, let's get these guys out of there, because these, even though it's a small unit of 20 or so men, they're gonna tear us apart because they're just objectively better troops. So let's actually get these guys out of the way over here. These guys have done their fair share of the load. So as much as I would have liked to have gotten these guys, there was no way that they were gonna fall for that little trick, and those guys that were walking by actually touched the plaza. So alright, so it looks like my Cretans are out of ammo and my bowmen are almost out, but their range is very limited compared to so they can only start firing till about here. So, oops, nope, I did not want you to move up. So what I'm going to need to do is start it a little bit of an advance. So I'll take these Nubians and move them up this way, followed up closely behind by hoplites. get my skirmishers up behind if I can. Come on. This can be a little bit finicky sometimes. Hang on. Come on. Oh, there we go. We got it to work. And we'll get our bowmen moving up as well. If we can. There we go. There's one. And that unit is actually almost out of ammo, so I won't even worry about it. Alright, and everybody run, please. Are you on skirmish mode? Yes, you are. I don't want you to be on skirmish mode. I want you to stand and just throw javelins. Let's double the speed. And our archers are already able to start firing. They're in range, which will pull those hoplites off the plaza. And we're just going to start poking them to death. Come on. You guys, stop what you're doing. Put down your spears. There we go. Let's pick up some speed. And eventually we'll overwhelm them. The archers have stopped firing. Why? Go ahead, shoot. There we go. I mean, we're taking some friendly fire losses, but I just want to be done and over with. Right. Actually, let's just end it then. Yep, really. And we got it. Normally, if you were to do that without getting victory, you would just forfeit the battle and you would lose the match, and it would auto-simulate whatever losses you would take. But since I don't want to be losing these, I noticed I started taking losses on these hoplites, and you can't, when you retrain hoplites, you won't get those numbers back, or when you retrain any mercenary units, rather, you won't get those numbers back. So I'd rather just cut my losses and just say we're done with it. We still won anyway. So we have Halicarnassus, and we also got a wonder of the world. We got the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Alright, so with the mausoleum, it reduces building construction times by 20%. This has no effect on buildings that take less than 5 turns to complete. So right now it won't make a big difference, but when we start getting into like the larger buildings, it's gonna make a big old difference. Cool. And we also got Confident Commander for this general as well. So now I want to actually get this guy out into the land to lay down a watchtower. And there we go, we got Sardis over here. I've really got to be careful with this general because he's all by himself. Let's see who we can pick up. I don't want to spend the money on Peltas. They're awful. They're not good. Let's see, what else can we do? Alright, let's get some spearmen in production in Alexandria. Memphis can have more Nile spearmen. As well as Thebes. Thebes could do with that. Alright, I think I'm going to end off this part here. We're getting on a little bit longer than I would have liked, so we can go ahead and continue spending more money in the next part. But until next time, I've been Joe from Joe Plays Games, and you've been watching Rome Total War. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.